What up,
What up,
Duro?
bro?
How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man.
Okay. I'm doing well. I'm trying to stay focused, maintain. You know what I mean?
That's what it's all about, man.
Yes, sir. All right. So I think we're gonna get right into it. So
Let's get to it.
tell everybody your name, where you located.
That's cool. Duro Ricio Bully Camp. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of Philly. You know what I mean? That's where I'm from. Born and raised, South Philly. You know.
Okay. So talk about your first experience with dogs. Like if your parents owned some or just your
Yeah,
first
so
experience.
I started off with dogs like this. Like neighbors had dogs. At
Okay.
first, my mom wasn't letting me get no dog.
Right.
So at first, like, you know what I'm saying, I was walking the neighbor dogs for them, up and down the street. As a shorty, probably like 5, 6, something
Okay.
like that. You know what I'm saying? And then my next door neighbor had a dog named Lady. She was like a backyard dog.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying, her owner, she used to allow, Lady to eat scraps. So my mom would be like, take these scraps to Lady. So I just always feed Lady. Every time I had some food, I go feed her. I begged my mom for a dog forever, bro. Like forever. She was like, nah. She wasn't cracking on that. You know what I'm saying? She finally cracked about 93. Um, we had a mixed breed dog. He was fire, but he was snappy. Like he wasn't a dog that you would have around kids. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So he was like he bit me, you know what I mean, all my siblings, but he never bit my mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he bit me. So that let me know right there he wasn't the type of dog for us.
Right.
Then we got into pit bulls. So we were supposed to get a Roddy. And the person who was breeding them, he ended up selling them because he was gonna give us a Roddy because you know what I'm saying, that was my mom's friend.
Yeah.
You know, he had his own kennel. He the reason why I know what I know. He the reason why I do what I do today because he had his own kennel. And you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He had Roddies, Pits, Dogos, back in the
Dang.
90s. You know what I'm saying? So that's somebody at that time that I consider, like a mentor with this dog thing that we do right here. So we were supposed to get one of his Roddies. He ended up selling them. He had a girl named Rosie, and he ended up selling Rosie. No, he had a girl named Rosie, but he ended up selling a puppy because he was gonna give us a puppy for free. But he was like, I can make more money. You know what I'm saying? Like selling it. So he sold it. Then he offered us a pit bull. So
Mm.
that's where I got Lexus from. And then I had Mecca, and then I ain't gonna name every dog I had, but that's
Right.
how I get into it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the breed you own right now, get into them. Bane and your other dogs.
So I got American Bully. Um, I call them Amstabs though, because
Right.
to make American Bully, you gotta have Amstab.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I call them Amstabs. A lot of people call them bullies. I don't really want to be associated with the bully community.
Yeah. A lot of
So
people don't.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so I go by um, the Amstabs. I had a girl that I lost last year, Amstaff, Bulldog Cross, American Bulldog, Painters American Bulldog
And
Cross.
can you get into painters? If you know a little bit about that, let us know what's the
Yeah,
difference. What's
yeah.
the recipe behind that?
So that dog, from my understanding, I always love Painters Bulldogs, and it's a guy on YouTube. I think it's Southland or the Pride Kennels or something like that. He got a bunch of them. Pardon me if that's not his name, but it's something like that. But
Okay.
I always loved the Painters American Bulldog. It was a different bulldog. It wasn't so much for the big body and you know the you know the structure. It was more so that dog can work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
That was more the hunting side of the painter. You know what I
Oh,
mean? So excuse me. So that's how that thing was. So for me, I always like that. Now Amstabs, I always love Amstabs. So that's my breed.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I love those dogs. That's my breed. I love the temperament of them and the
What's the temperament
protectiveness.
like? Is it similar to the pit bull? Because a lot of people say they're the same dog.
It's not. It's not the
Right.
same.
Okay.
Only a person who never owned one would think it's the same dog.
Right.
Because if it was the same dog, when you get your dog DNA tested, if it was the same dog, the same bloodline, it wouldn't say 12% pit bull and 15% American Staffordshire Terrier. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If it was the same dog, it would just
Yeah.
say American Pit Bull Terrier, right?
Okay. I
So
feel that.
yeah, so you know what I'm saying, a lot of people is not educated and don't know what it is. But I'll be fighting that fight forever. You know what I'm saying? Because people, the vets messed it up. You know what I'm saying? So the
Yeah.
vets, call everything a pit bull. So people
Yeah.
think that it's a pit bull, but it's not. So
Definitely.
let me get back to your question. So you asked me what they temperament like.
Right.
So their temperament is not like a pit bull. So a pit bull is more of an alert dog. That's what
Right.
you're gonna get out of a pit bull, right? You're gonna get a barky dog. It's gonna alert you. Somebody come next to your house. Somebody come, in your yard. It's gonna let you know. Staffy is a little bit different to me. Staffy got that instinct, the guard intakes. Like my dog Dice, she was highly intelligent. She didn't like males. So if I go for a walk with her and say a guy was looking at me from across the street, she'll see that. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So she'll do a fake sniff. She'll go, and the whole time, but she looking at him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So
Yeah.
it's different. Whereas though I had pit bulls, and pit bulls like they kind of lovey-dovey dogs. Now
Yeah.
they can protect you, but I think a
Right.
golden retriever can protect you,
Yeah.
right? If it loves you and you treat it right. So anything can protect you. So I don't want to get into that like pit bulls can't, but it's just a different guardianship that I get from that AM staff than I got from that
Okay.
pit bull.
Right. Okay. So you were a vet tech before, correct?
I was a vet tech. Yep. I
Okay.
worked in I worked in the vet field.
So talk about how you got into that and how long you were into it.
Uh I'm gonna say I was into it. I got into that because I always wanted to work in the vet. So I
Right.
started off as a cleaning guy. So I was in facilities. And
Wow.
then they seen how smart I was, how skilled I was. They moved me to operations, right? And then so I was dealing with the medications. So I was learning about, medications and where they stored and, the stuff behind the scenes that you never even know that vets do. The blood work, different things,
Right.
slides for the microscope, different things that you might not be aware of.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, I ended up being a nurse um, at Banfield. So the thing is, I worked there for like a year. You
Okay.
know what I mean? At the other place, I was there for like a year as well. I moved on from that place, went to Banfield, worked there for a year. Then I went to another place for like a year. And then I realized, it wasn't it wasn't for me that I needed to start my own stuff.
Right.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't necessarily like the things that I did because I was a guy. Like, say you came in with your dog, you
Hmm.
know, say you was a guy who, your dog keep getting ear infections,
Yeah.
right? I'm not the guy that's gonna keep taking your money, man. If I'm your nurse for the day,
You
like,
gonna
I'm
let
not a
somebody
guy
know.
that's gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
know what you can do, what you can get from Chewy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not gonna break your pockets.
Right.
That can change. You know what I'm saying? Like that can change your dog keep getting those ear infections because that's what it's all about. It's a money thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't want to bash the vets because I do take my dogs to the vet. And we'll
Right.
get into that later. But the thing is, it's like, um, because I would tell a person, hey man, listen, go to Chewy. You can get the same medication, for $5. They would be like, they'd be like, for real? I'm like, yeah, trust me, do this. And then when you come back for your follow-up, tell me how it worked.
Right.
So they'll decline the medication. And I guess they caught on to it. So, you know what I'm saying? They didn't like that too much.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a good thing, but like it's gonna stop the money from flowing because the goal is to bring somebody back.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
So I'm gonna ask you about this. So a lot of people are against cropped and uncropped and docked and undocked. So how do you feel about that? Do you feel like it's not needed or
So this is the thing. That's why every dog you ever see me with, their ears not cropped.
okay?
This is the thing. People don't understand that if you crop your dog ears, it's just like cropping our ears. Okay.
Right.
It takes away from their hearing, actually. You
Really?
understand? Yes.
Wow.
So you think about it, the dog ears go up. So that lift their canals up.
Yeah.
They already can't, they can hear, but they're not like us. You know what I'm saying? So they can hear and see and all that. But as the dog get older, their hearing decreases along with their eyesight. So
Mm,
I'm not going to do anything, God willing, you have your dog 10 years, 10 plus years and stuff like that. But I'm not going to do anything that's going to take away from the quality of my dog's life. So I don't believe in that. I don't need it. It's just for a look. And I'm not that much of a guy. I'm not that big of a guy or insecure guy that I have to have an ears crop because it looked cool. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I'm already that guy, and my dog is that guy, and my dog
I
is
get
that girl. So I don't need that to feel
you.
like
Right.
I'm a part of something. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I
Word.
feel you. So like a lot of people say it's cruel. Would you go that far to say it's cruel or
I mean, they say that because I'm not too much of a fur baby daddy. I mean, I love my animals. You know what I'm saying? I love my animals, man. But I'm
yeah.
not. I'm not too much like some people was bat crazy about doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
So those are the people who think it's cruel. And you know what I'm saying? They say, oh, well, you took that dog ear, you took part of those dogs' ears off because you was insecure about yourself. You needed that for a look.
Right.
And I hear that. I
Yeah.
do. Me knowing what I know, if you don't know what I know, then you probably see no wrong in it.
Right.
But me knowing what I know about dogs, I know that I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's kind of like yes and no because I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel
But
you.
I won't ever do it. I don't care how goofy their ears might be. You
Right.
know? Nah.
So I've seen because I've seen it said it helps prevent ear infection,
Uh huh.
but you look at Google, anybody can put anything on Google.
Yes, sir. But
So
let me
you
tell
never
you
know.
this. Let me tell you this.
Okay.
If you don't get your dog ears wet when you get them a bath, that
Yeah.
prevents ear infections. Okay.
Mm,
If you take cotton swabs, okay, and go to uh PetSmart and get you some air wash, okay, that you put up in your dog's ear. Let it swish around. Move their ear like this. Let it swish around. It get
yeah.
all that gunk out. Get you some ear wipes. Wipe it out. Get you some Q-tips, man. You ain't gonna have no ear infections. There's
So
people that's too
like
lazy
just
to
like our
get.
ears, like you said. Right. Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
some people won't even go that far for the dogs.
See, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the problem. But they want to breed that dog and want us to
Right.
buy him.
Yeah.
Right? We
But
gonna
they
get it.
won't go that far.
We gonna get into it.
No, Max says it goes into the food.
Hmm.
So what are some foods that could probably, if you know, what are some foods that probably could prevent that?
Ear infections.
Yeah. Yep.
Staying away from yeast. Yeasty
Right.
foods. Um foods that is high in yeast and got dried yeast in it and stuff like that. And then you have to know your dog. You have to know your dog and what your dog is allergic to, what it's not allergic to.
Right.
So
Because
you
all
got
dogs are
chicken.
not the same.
Yes. So like me, I have a blue. Well, both of them are technically blue. Um, Bane is like a blue fawn tri. So, but Chanel is completely blue. So they're allergic to chicken. So you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like a lot of people who don't know, they'll say, "Oh, is your dog allergic to chicken or is it kibble?" Because kibble is processed. No, your dog is allergic to chicken. Okay, so you can boil your chicken. You can give them raw chicken. I don't care what you're gonna do. But if
right.
you pay attention enough, you're gonna see that air get inflamed.
Yeah.
Understand?
Wow. So would you say is it where you get the chicken from, or you just think it's just chicken,
It's just it's
just
just chicken.
chicken?
Some the bulldog period has an allergy to chicken.
Okay.
I know that for a fact, and how I know that from experimenting with my dogs.
Okay.
Okay, Because I heard somebody say, "Oh, is it the kibble or is it actually meat that the dog is eating?" Well,
Right.
I did both, and my dog had a breakout.
Wow.
So at the same time, it's like, well, what is it now?
Yeah.
Is it chicken, or is it just that my dog uh is eating processed food? No, it's the chicken. The chicken.
Okay. So what were some alternatives that you took to that that was beneficial that you saw?
Me?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So that's a good question. So I took the alternative route by not feeding anything with chicken in it.
Right. Of course. Yeah. That's the
Doing
first thing.
doing something without eggs, chicken. See a lot of people get get it messed up because, and I get it, because you're gonna feed your dogs what you can afford.
Right.
And I understand that. Not everybody has it to spend on a higher bag of kibble, you know what I mean? The
So
higher
let me
echelon.
let me let me let me interject. That goes into the breeders that don't want to put all their money into the dogs that they are breeding and
You got
producing.
that too. You got that too. You got
Right.
that too. But
Yeah.
and then that messes up, you know what I'm saying, your dogs. And if you buy that dog, then you got, we're gonna get into that. I want to get
Yeah.
into that a
Okay.
little bit later. All right.
Okay. All right.
But I want
Okay.
to finish on the food thing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to stay on the food thing because it's like this. I can boil some some beef, turkey wings, um, and ground turkey. I made ground turkey for my dogs.
Right.
Okay. Cook some ground beef and put a half a cup of kibble in that food with some celery. Ask me
Okay.
why celery,
Why celery?
because that helps their breath.
Okay. Wow.
You understand? And that's the vegetable that helps
Yeah.
their breath, and it's mostly water.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
understand?
All right. Yeah.
So
That's the first time I heard that.
exactly. That, look, man. A lot of this is gonna be the first time you heard that, man.
Yeah. No,
You
that's
know
why I
what I mean?
got you on here. I'm ready because I'm ready to learn something.
Absolutely,
Yes, sir.
absolutely. And when you do it, you're gonna do it right. You know what I'm saying? When you
That's
do your
that's the
thing, you're gonna
reason.
do it right because you're gonna already know.
Right. That's the whole reason I got these interviews going. I want to do it right the first time.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's how I do it. See, a lot of people don't understand, man. You grab a bag of dog food and they go by the weight. You grab a bag of dog food, man. You say your dog 53 pounds. You can't feed your dog what the bag say. You
Right.
understand? Your dog, the bag say feed at 53 pounds. It say, hypothetically speaking, it say feed 2.5 cups of food. I wouldn't do that. I feed a cup of food.
Yeah.
Now it is a known fact that if you put more meat into your dog diet, that your dog is not going to have a whole bunch of poo.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be healthy poos and not soft poos if you know how to feed your dog.
Right.
Okay, when you fill up, when you got a whole bowl of dog food in your dog bowl, and this is what you feed them, and you talking about, oh, kibble keep making them poo. Well, I wonder why.
It's
I
like
wonder
bread,
why.
like cereal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All the carbohydrates. It's like, think about you, Big John. Think about you, bro. You
Yeah.
eating a whole bunch of pasta, just the
Yeah.
noodles.
It's not gonna help my stomach.
All right then. All right then.
Okay.
So you got to understand what helps you and what helps your dog and what doesn't help your dog.
Right.
And giving them a whole bunch of that ain't gonna help
No. And that's kind of like me. I used to power lift a lot.
them. Uh huh.
So it's performance. It's like these performance dogs that we talk about it that we're into.
Uh huh.
If I, like you said, if I eat a whole thing of pasta, I'm gonna cramp up or I'm not gonna perform well. It just plays up. It's the same thing. It's a lot of comparisons that go into us and these dogs and our diets.
To a certain extent. To
Yeah,
a
not
certain
all the
extent.
way. Not all the way. No.
Because I want to touch on this. You cannot think that your dog can process what we process. That's a
Right.
lot of mistakes that people make. So
Yeah.
when they go to the store, Tractor Supply, PetSmart, whatever, right? Petco, whatever you got, whatever feed store you got next to you. This is the problem that people have. They go in the bag, they read the bag. Oh, it got sweet potatoes, It got corn. It has oatmeal. Okay, that stuff is good for you.
Yeah.
Okay, your dog cannot process that.
No.
Okay, so it's not a wolf. Okay, a lot of people go, well, dogs come from wolves, so it can
That
process.
was gonna be my next question, but get into that.
No, it can't. It cannot process that. It is a domesticated animal. Okay, domesticated. We domesticated this animal for a reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they was in the wild, well, guess what? They ain't in the wild. They domesticated.
They evolved.
They evolved.
Yeah.
You understand? So they can't eat this with fur on it and you think this. They can't process this and you think that. That's not how it happens. That's not
And
how
that's
it
the
works for
thing.
dogs.
I've looked that up on Google, and it says it's good to clean out systems, but then again, all these dogs aren't the same.
Now think about it, Big John. Since we talking, think about it. Okay, when it was the 90s, we all fed our dogs what? Now what was around? Pedigree.
Yeah.
What's that Purina crap? The dog
Oh,
chow,
Gravy
right?
Train,
Gravy train. What
all
else
that.
we Alpo.
Yep.
Alpo, right? Now think about it,
Yes,
dog.
sir.
How many years did dogs live back in the 90s?
Dogs was living for a while, like 10, 12, 15. You see some at 17, 18. Like, yeah, those dogs would live for a while.
All
And
right
most
then.
of them would be outside for the whole entire life too.
Cold, hot, mild, don't matter.
Yep.
Sleet, rain, snow, hell, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. They can't do that today.
No.
It's just like us. It's just like us. How old are you?
I'm 18.
You 18?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
when you was 14, you felt different when you was 14, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
All right then. Now that you 18, you like, oh man, my knees hurt a little bit.
Knees through. I ain't got no knees. I got gristle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So you got to understand, like, things is not the same, and people have to understand when it's when time has passed for something, and now you have to move how it is right now.
Yeah, you
You
have to
can't worry
adjust.
about how it was when in the 90s.
Right.
You understand? And you can't experiment with your dog. Your dog is a living thing.
Yep.
Your dog is not something that you just going to experiment with.
No, it
Oh
feels. It
yeah,
has,
I'm gonna just put this in here and that in here and this in here and throw it all together, mix it all up and eat that, boy. And then wonder why the dog died or the dog got a GI problem.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. I feel
That's
you.
what I'm talking about.
Right. Okay. So let me think about my next question. So you said something at the beginning of this. You said you don't like to associate yourself with the bully community. Can you tell me why? Give me some reasons why.
Yeah, sure. I can give you a lot of them.
Okay, get them all. Let's go.
I can give you a lot of them, bro.
Right.
The main reason that I don't like the bully community is it's not every breeder. I
No.
don't want to say and put it out there as an overall every breeder thing. It's selective, but
Yeah.
it's enough, right? I
Mhm.
don't like the things that they do as far as weight. I don't like the things, and I'm talking about dogs who not that they don't really have XLs. I'm talking about those people. Now, the
Yeah.
people that have XLs and their dog is, 140, 150 pounds. Well, see, that's them.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with having that much weight on your dog,
No.
but you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the people who have dogs that should be, you look at them, they should be around 60, 75, 80 pounds.
Yep.
But then they making them 95 pounds. That's the
Yeah.
problem I have for them.
15
They
pounds is a difference on the dog too.
absolutely on the
Yeah.
joint. Think
Yeah.
about the joints. Now, just like me and you said, I said, how your knees doing, bro? You 18. Now your knees was different at 14, right?
Oh yeah. I
Now
was doing a lot more.
as your dog grows, now we all know dogs don't live as long as we do,
No.
right? So we all know by the time your dog turned 3, 4, 5, okay, it might be fine at 1.
Yeah.
Once it turned 5, we already know it's gonna have some issues. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
All right then. So why are we doing that? Why are we abusing Dine? Why are we abusing that supplement so much in the bully community?
And what
Why
is
are
the
we?
main use for dying? I'm if
It's
you
for
if you
weight gain. It's nothing but calories.
right.
It's nothing but calories, and people think that that is the best thing you could put on your dog. Is give them more calories.
Yeah.
Put more calories on your dog. Give them more calories, more fat, and more. And it's the dumbest thing ever, bro.
He's skinny. He
It's
got 2 or 3 ribs showing.
look,
Yeah.
that's ideal if it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like that. You
Definitely.
understand?
Yeah.
If you got a dog that's slender, listen, man, it's slender. Now
Right.
my dog, it's for instance, like my dog Dice, she was built.
Yeah.
Chanel is a little bit slender than Dice was,
Right.
right? So I'm not sitting up here and saying, yo, I want Chanel to be like Dice, so I'm gonna just feed all this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Now, what does that make me? That makes me a bad owner.
Yeah, it
Right?
does.
She's not built like her brother Bane. So Bane has all the body and muscle on him, right?
Right.
So what does that make me by trying to make Chanel like Bane? A bad owner.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Excuse me. Because all dogs aren't the same.
All dogs aren't the same, man.
Oh,
And that's the problem that I have with people. Now you can do whatever you want to do with your dog, bro. I'm not here to tell you what to do, what not to do with your dog. It's your
right.
dog, man. You buy that food. You pay for it if you take him to the vet, but you pay for his bills. You you do those things, man.
Yeah.
Right? So in that time, I'm not here to tell you that, you know, what you're doing is wrong. I mean,
Right.
but I'm here to try to make people understand that it's a better way.
Right.
It's a better way. And taking care of the health of your pet, that's what's going to save your pockets.
Definitely.
Okay? It's when you're doing dumb stuff and you know what I'm saying? Now you're at the vet every week. Nah, I'm gonna just surrender this dog because it costs too much. Well, I wonder why. It starts with you.
Yep.
Take accountability for the things that you do, brother, and not your dog. You feeding that dog.
Right.
And if you have to make a change, make a change. You
Absolutely.
understand?
So what are some things you think owners could avoid or could have avoided before when developing and bringing up their dogs and keep them from different injuries or illnesses that they may have
Let's
attained?
let's talk about it. Because
Let's
you
talk.
on here with Duro Ricio Bully camp, baby.
I know that's
So I
right.
want people to understand when they come to us to get a dog, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna leave. You're not gonna get no dog that's gonna have some worms, gonna have some issues, or none of that. You're gonna have the top of the best when you
Right.
come see me. You're gonna have the
Absolutely.
best, and I guarantee you that because in my contract that I give people, it's gonna say if this dog got worms or when you take it to the vet and it don't check out, bring it back and I give you your money back. You
Mm.
understand? That's the business that I'm doing because I'm that skilled to know exactly what I'm doing. So let's talk about
A lot
it.
of
Okay.
people ain't talking like that.
I know they ain't
Yeah.
because they gonna try to now.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to now. They're gonna think they know something now when they watch this and they see this in your algorithm. They're gonna say, "Oh, let me. Oh, I never knew that." Now they're gonna talk like they said it, but it's really
Yeah.
gonna be our words. That's how they do.
That is how
Okay,
they do.
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Number one, deworming your dogs. That's number one.
Okay.
Deworming your dogs before you even breed them, and making sure they deworm before you even breed them. An infected mother with worms is going to give it to the puppies.
See,
Okay,
I didn't even know that.
yeah.
Wow.
So that's why you make sure you deworm the mother first, then you deworm the father, and then that time leading up to when she's supposed to come in heat, you breed them together. You're not gonna have no worms already. A lot of
Mm.
people don't understand when the dog have infected milk. It's when the milk is watery. It's when the milk is real watery. She not producing good milk. Well, that's because she got worms and it's an infection. Worms is an infection.
Wow.
So that's why. So when you think about it, in actuality, you're saying to yourself, you're saying, "Oh, well, damn, man, I can't get rid of these worms because you didn't deworm the dogs."
Right.
It's important to do that.
It is.
Okay. So when you get into deworming, this right here Okay, this right here.
Okay.
This is
What's that
for
called? Say the name for us.
this is pyrantel. Okay, this is
Okay.
pyrantel. Pyrantel 50 milligrams. So this one is for dogs. Okay. Now this Nemix that I have here. Okay, this is for puppies. Okay,
Mm.
this is for babies. This is because this is 4.54 milligrams. Okay, so this is for babies. This is what you're supposed to use for babies. Okay, when you have a litter and it's their time to be dewormed, you use this, not this. This is for big dogs.
Mm.
Okay, this is for big dogs. Now you have to understand how to use this. A lot of people don't understand. You can't deworm your dog one day and think your dog is dewormed. Oh, I give him dewormer. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to deworm your dog 3 days. Okay, whether
In a
you
row or just scheduled?
3 days in a row.
Okay.
Okay, whether you use this or whether you use this.
Mm.
This is fenbendazole. Let's break all this down.
Yeah, let's break it down.
Let's break all this down.
Let's
3 days
undress.
for 3 days for pyrantel. Okay, so that means whatever the size your dog is, and how many tablespoons you're gonna give them, how much the dog weigh. Now you're gonna do that 3 days, whether you do it with, um, man,
Oh.
okay, okay, whether you do it with the oral syringe or whether you squirt it into their food.
Yeah.
However you're gonna do it.
Right.
Okay, this is the thing. You want to make sure you're doing it right. Because if you do it right, then you're going to get rid of worms. If you don't do it right, then you're going to still have the issues.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the thing. 3 days, bro. And every 3 months, you should use this for your big dogs and use this. Now, this is what I do. Your dogs get immune to a wormer. So if you use pyrantel, say November, because I'm gonna use my dog schedule. You use this in November. Okay. You can use this November, January, February, March. You can use this in March.
So is
But
this?
when
So let me ask you a question. This is for pregnant dogs or dogs that's about to be bred, or this just for regular pets?
all,
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
all,
Okay. Yeah, you dropping gems right now, brother.
all, bro.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to
All.
specify.
Because your puppy's gonna get some of this.
Yeah.
Because whatever the mother eats and drinks, she gonna give it to them.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You deworm the mother first. Okay? That's what I'm saying. This is what you do.
Yeah.
So 3 days, bro. Okay? 3 days. That's according to the pyrantel chart. Now, like I was saying, now if you use this in November and you use this in March, and then let me see, April, May, June. June, I'm gonna switch it up to fenbendazole.
Okay.
Reason why I'm gonna switch it up is because the worms got immune to this. So
Mm.
this is not enough for them. You understand what I'm saying? No more.
Yeah.
They like, oh, we eating that. That ain't stopping us. Nah, 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 nah. Right?
Right.
So you got some of this.
Okay.
This changes everything right here.
Yeah.
Fenbendazole, it's a good worker to get those worms and rid of your dog and get rid of those worms for your dog. Okay. So what I do, this right here, this is D-Earth.
Okay.
Okay. Food grade D-Earth, not D-Earth that go in your swimming pool, people.
Yeah.
Food grade. Make sure it says food grade. I was one of the first people to bring this to the internet, by the way.
Ooh.
So food grade, and you can check my channel. I ain't lying. People gonna start talking about the earth.
Yeah.
But you gonna see when Duro did it. All right.
Yeah, I go to his
So,
channel too. It's the same thing. Duro Ricio Bully Camp. Check him out.
check it out. Much love. So I do this, bro, for 30 days. And I do this every 5 months.
Okay.
Okay. For 30 days. This is a natural dewormer. And it helps with bone development for your dogs.
Yeah.
And all of that. You can even give it to cats. Okay. But it's a natural wormer. You can give it for 30 days, and it's great. It works. It works for me. It give you the best poops that you've ever seen. It don't be all pooey, but that also take effect that you have to feed right. If you
Right.
feed right, you're gonna get the results that you need, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Word.
Okay.
Word. So
Yeah.
I wanted to go back because you asked me a question. I wanted to go back and I wanted to talk about puppies. Okay.
Okay.
Because what I see in a lot of times that people have puppies, they don't understand. So say you have a puppy, say you have a litter, the mother, you didn't deworm them, you didn't do anything right. The mother milk is not good. Okay. So you want to go get some of this. Okay.
As black.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to go get some of this. Okay. The reason why you want to go get some of this is because this right here is just like her milk. This is going to help with their eyes. This is going to help with their brain development. This is going to help with all of that. Okay.
Mm.
When I got Bane, his eyesight was terrible. Terrible. Okay.
How could you tell?
Because I go like this and he couldn't follow.
Yeah. Oh
He couldn't
man.
follow. His eyes wasn't developed yet because his mother milk wasn't good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when the mother milk is not good, he not getting the nutrients that he needs. And if you stop the mother from feeding too early and you just say, oh yeah, now it's time I'm gonna give him kibble, then they're not gonna get all the vitamins and stuff that they need. So
Right.
I went out, I know what I'm doing. And I got him at 6 weeks. He wasn't even 8
You would
weeks.
have gave that dog back, or
Mm-mm.
they would have tried to.
No, it
No.
wasn't worth it because I know
Right.
what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know what they're doing though. You know, they ain't Duro. A lot of them people like, oh my God, he can't see. And try to get him to the shelter or back to the breeder.
Oh no, see, we ain't doing that over here.
Right.
We could talk about that too later on.
Okay.
About
Salute to
how to
Samurai. Salute to
under
Samurai
their dog.
Killers.
All right, what's up, brother? Much love. Much love. You know what I'm saying? That's the one to be on our chat with us, right?
Yeah.
With
Yeah. Yeah.
Coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, much love. But yeah, you get some of that, man. That's gonna help everything you need. And I gave this to Bane all the way up to he was like, man, he was almost 6 months. I gave him to this. I wanted him to develop everything, man. Yeah, yeah.
So you really couldn't like, oh, it's not a possibility of overusing it.
Mm-mm. No,
Okay.
because you can get this to them up until they're 1.
Right.
Second
Oh,
step.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, second step. That's why it's called second step.
Yeah.
Because it's the mother and then it's this.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think a lot of people I've heard this. A lot of people they'll get a puppy and they'll let it run up the stairs, jump off the bed, jump out the truck. How do you feel about that?
The dumbest thing ever, man. The dumbest thing ever, man. How old are puppies you seen doing that, bro?
Shoot. 12 weeks, 8 weeks,
We,
like that. Yeah, young.
all right, I'm gonna tell you like this, brother. I'm gonna tell you like this. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you like this. Hold on. My fault, bro.
You all good?
All right. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. My fault. My fault. That'll never happen again.
You all good? Man.
Yeah. I like to be respectful.
Right? Yeah. Nah, you are. No, I know how you is, man. It's all good.
So
Salute.
the reason why, man, is because a puppy bones is not developed yet.
Yeah.
Okay, your dog is not fully developed yet. Pardon me, until it's 1 year old.
Right.
Okay, so the bones is still very soft. It's just like I see people get a dog bones, their puppy bones at a young age, and their jaw is not set yet. But
No.
see, this is things that people don't know, right?
Yeah.
So you only messing up your dog by doing all this stuff that you're trying to do too early.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let your dog develop
Yeah.
until what you need it developed to be, and then do the things that you need to do.
Like my uncle, he breeds Dobermans. He had I grew up with one of his dogs, and we'd
Mhm.
be playing tug of war with a rope, and he'll be like, "Don't pull it too hard, you'll pull her teeth out, and or her jaw she won't develop well." And then my dad would tell me, "Don't be so rough with my little brother and pull his arm because it might not grow right, or I'll probably pull it out."
Exactly. You
It's
see
the
what I'm
same
saying?
thing. Yeah,
So you see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. The thing is, people test me all the time. They jump in my DM, man. They ask me questions because they asked their breeder already. They ask me questions and say, "Hey, man, you know, what you think about this, Doro?" And I answer, and they say, "Oh yeah, all right, yeah, you're right, man, because the breeder told me the same thing." Well, what you thought I was gonna say something different, man? You know what I'm saying? Like if it's real game, it's real game.
yeah,
Right? Ain't no wrong answer to that.
no,
You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to do too much with your dog, man. Of course you want to, of course, especially a puppy. Of course you want to, you know, uh take that puppy out. You know, you want to socialize it a little bit, get it
yeah.
used to being in that PetSmart, Target, Walmart, Home Depot. Of course, you could do all that. Hold it. I took Dice everywhere with me,
And
everywhere I went.
some people bring their dogs with other dogs and let them play and stuff like that. So I
Well,
want you to get into that after you answer this.
well, see now, see that's crazy, especially
Yeah,
if we talk about puppies.
yeah,
We talking about puppies?
yeah. We talking about puppies. Yeah,
That's crazy
yeah,
because I've seen that. I've seen people take their puppies. It's not even vaccinated yet, and they go into the dog park where all the germs is at.
yeah.
You know, or they taking it to a place where it's a bunch of deer poo or geese or bird, poo. Regardless,
And that can kill a dog.
get your dog sick real quick.
Yeah,
So it's one of the most foolish things you could do, man. Like I don't take my dogs and let my dogs hit the ground until my dogs is like on a first series of shots and they almost out of it. That's when I get. I think I took Bane outside around like 5 months.
yeah.
I took him out. You know what I'm saying? 6 months I took Bane out and he was fine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he been out with me, but
Right.
I let him hit the ground
Yeah.
at 5, 6 months. Yeah.
A lot of people don't like their dogs on the ground. They want to keep them. What's the word I'm looking for? A lot of people don't let their dogs on the ground, like outside. They'll let them go to the bathroom. They'll pick them right up.
Yeah, you want to do that. You can do that
Yeah,
if you got like a yard. But I'm talking about like walking your dog, walking the puppy and letting them do that. Nah. Now, if you got
yeah,
a yard, it's your yard, it's your dogs, it's your animals. You know what's on the grass. Yeah, hell
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. So what was I gonna say? So so the American Bully. So
Mhm.
the can you tell me what the original mix was to create that dog and its standard? Because it's not there's not a lot of standard being held within the breed now, but there is still some breeders that do hold that standard.
You know what, bro? I ain't even gonna lie to you. Those dogs was cooked up so differently
Yeah,
all around. Like for instance, like with BGK do for his American Bully, how he cook them up, and you look at somebody like Bully Blue Giants or DDK9 Grennins,
yeah.
uh, it's so many different recipes and how they was cooked up that I really wouldn't even be able to tell you that answer, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's
I,
why
I'm
it
not
was.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I
Yeah, it
want to
was
keep
kind of
it real
iffy.
always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can still ask you something. We can still kind of get on that, but so how do you feel about people not following that standard or a standard in general and mixing in like we talk about in the group these fluffy bullies and these hairless bullies and just putting in different breeds? How do you feel about that?
Okay. Mm. I'm gonna tell you, man.
Keep it real. This is what we do. This is what we do on Catch Dog Concepts. So say how you feel.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah. Go
Because
ahead, man.
I
Go
can
ahead.
go there, man.
Go
I'm
ahead.
being
Go there.
humble. I'm being humble.
Go there. Go there. You don't gotta be humble. Go there, man. We finna get into it, man.
All right, man. I think the people that made the hairless bullies are some weirdos.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they some suckers, and I think they bored, and they talking about they selling them for $50,000, and I think they the most dumbest people ever, because that's not making a better dog.
No.
When you breed, you're supposed to be breeding to make a better dog, to
Yeah.
better your breed. You making it worse. Them dogs get cancer, they go out in the sun.
Oh yeah.
Them dogs can't go out in the cold.
And like we said, people ain't gonna take the time to put sunscreen or dog safe sunscreen on those dogs.
People don't even take the time to cut their dog nails.
No.
So they ain't gonna do that.
No.
They ain't gonna do that.
No, sir.
So that's the thing I'm talking about, man. That's where it boils down to. And you say to yourself, you say, oh man, you say, okay, I see what these dudes is doing. It's all about money. It's all about money. It's not about the love of the dog. See, me, I have the love for the dog. And I see some breeders, they got love for the dog. You know what I'm saying? I got love for the dogs. A lot of my people, a lot of my friends, man, they say, yo, you remind me of X, man. I got love for the dog, genuine.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of DMX be on my stuff.
That's how it's
You know
supposed to be,
what
though.
I'm
You're supposed to have love for them dogs.
saying? Absolutely. And I don't care what nobody think, because I'm still that person that'll punch you straight in your mouth. You understand?
Yeah.
So I don't care about none of that stuff. None of that stuff you say, oh, you a fur baby daddy. Okay, cool, man. But this fur baby daddy, I'll tear you out your frame, man.
Y'all see he ain't smile at all when he said that neither. So
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I feel you.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? I'm cool though.
Right.
though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'm just that guy that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really. Somebody came out their mouth to me one time, bro. And I told him, I said, look, man. I said, what you want to do? What we doing here? What we doing here? Like, forget the back and forth on YouTube.
Right.
What we gonna do, man? We gonna get to it, or we ain't? Because if we gonna get to it,
yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Then we gonna get to it. If we ain't gonna get to it, then don't sit up here and be talking the stuff and try and disrespect me the way you try to disrespect me.
And be
You
quiet.
understand?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I feel you.
That's the type of man I am, man.
Right. That's real.
You know, so all of that stuff that they, you know what I'm saying, that they talk, man, I'll be like, look, man, if you ain't going Duro, I'm about to get a flight to Philly, and I'm gonna come out there. If we ain't doing that, bro, leave me alone, man. Don't say nothing to me. Don't talk to me. Don't try to come at me, because I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of YouTube stuff with you. I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of stuff like that, man. If you're gonna fly out to where I'm at, and you and a couple of your homeboys, then me and a couple of my homeboys gonna meet you right there.
Right.
And that's how we gonna do it. If we ain't doing it like that, leave me alone, man. You feel me?
I can respect that 100%.
As a man, any man should.
Yeah, you know, not a lot of people is though, but yeah. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. So what was I gonna say? I think I done kind of lost my train of thought a little bit. So we was getting into these mixtures of these dogs and the health issues that can be brought on when you intertwine another breed into these dogs. So how do you feel about that? What do you think we should do as a community, or the communities that do it? How do you think they should turn away from that or change their ways?
You got to know the dogs. You got to know the dogs that you're throwing in there.
Yeah.
That's first. You have to know the breeds. Okay. It's just like I told you, and I said, man, you know, you was talking about doing some lurchers, and I was telling you, I was like, look, man, be aware of what the Greyhound have now.
Right.
Be aware of those issues that the Greyhound have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to double up on the problems, bro.
No.
It's like this. It's like, I'm a bully breed guy, so I know, you know, Staffies, Amstaff, and this is the thing. You got Staffordshire Bull Terriers, right? And then you got American Staffordshire Terriers, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Then you have American Pit Bull Terriers, right? And then you have American Bulldogs, and you know, you got all these other dogs, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Bulldogs. And so all of those dogs have the same problems. A lot of arthritis, a lot of elbow dysplasia, hip dysplasia, okay? A lot of those things in the joints, those dogs had those problems already. So we don't want to throw another dog that had those same problems in there, because then, you know, we double up on those health issues.
Especially when you add an English bulldog or something like that. Like,
you understand?
It's foolish.
That's why you have to be knowledgeable. of what you're doing and what you're mixing. You
Right.
have to have that game plan to say, okay, all right, so now if because every breed pretty much have a health issue,
Oh yeah, you're gonna get that with whatever dog you choose.
but it's how you breed it and how you try to breed out of that issue.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying to you? How you try to breed out of that issue is what's going to help you.
Facts.
Okay, it's what's going to help your dog and help your cat become a better kennel. That people say, oh man, I had that dog for 13, 15 years. We want to go back to that, man. We don't want to
Yeah.
keep losing our dogs at 9, 10 years old, man.
No, I lost mine at 7.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I lost my girl Dice at 3.
Oh man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We trying to make better dogs.
Right.
What it's about. We're not trying to sit up here and go backwards. And that's what happened to the game. We went backwards because everybody followed trends.
Yeah.
Everybody followed trends instead of staying true to what they are and who they are and what they do. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said to coach one time. I said, we don't want to see you, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand what we love from your vlogs.
Yeah.
We don't want to see you making food trying to be like them over there.
No.
We don't want to see you do that. We love you for coming up. This the top tier. We love you for that.
Yeah.
That's what we watch Coach for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? The freak of nature, double XL, chopper.
We
This
want
is
to
what
see. We want to see them dogs doing the backflips and stuff and jumping sky high.
that's what we love Coach for.
Yeah.
That's what we want to watch when we watch Coach.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's
So
not
when you
popular
come,
right now neither.
huh?
It's not popular as these bullies and these companion dogs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. We want to see that. But
Yeah.
even if the bully community was to do that,
Mhm.
if they was to stay true to themselves, and they was to come up and say, "Man, listen, man, I ain't trying to follow no trends." If they come to watch my videos because my dog run around all day in the backyard, hey, let them watch my videos for that.
Right.
If they come and watch my videos and they want to watch my videos because my dog can hang, let them watch that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to change that because I see this man doing that. Think about it, bro. Let's go back to the raw food diet, right? Let's go back to that. Back, 5 years ago, when the raw food diet was on everyone's channel and
Yeah.
everybody was trying to put they twist on it. It was one individual that made that skyrocket. Okay, it was one guy that I know
Yeah.
made that skyrocket. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is about it, everybody else tried to redo what he did.
Right.
It's like, why? We already got him. We already watching him. What we gonna watch you do that for? And
right.
you just putting raw noodles in it. Yeah, I give raw noodles. Now, what is the raw noodles doing, bro? What is it for?
It's just a carb and calories, a filler.
But you just putting that in there because you trying to be different.
Right.
You ain't putting that in there because this gonna help their coat, or this gonna help they joints. You ain't doing that.
No.
So that's the problem.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That I always had with people that follow trends. And that's what the bully community is all about. That's another reason why I'm not a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not following trends. I follow myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I had stopped posting to my channel so much is because people was taking my information and then re-saying it on their channel like they said it. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, we gotta get to a point where that we gotta be okay with that, because then the right information is getting out there.
No,
like,
no. I wasn't taking it personal.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that you already got Duro.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
We don't need another Duro. I'm getting
shout me out.
Yeah.
Say my name.
I feel you.
Say my name. You know what I'm saying? Say, yo, I was watching Duro Ricio Bully camp and I learned this.
Yeah.
And he was saying this. Show me love. Don't take my game and take my words and then try to act like you knew that information.
Right.
That's the problem I had. Not the message. You know what I mean? The message, I'm sincerely putting that out.
Yeah.
Because I want to see better dogs. That's my main thing. I want to see better dogs, better healthy dogs. That's what I want to see.
And we all need to come to that. Bullies, Shar-Peis,
whatever.
Shih Tzus, whatever.
German Shepherds, Rotties.
Yeah. All of
whatever.
it.
whatever you're working with,
Yeah.
pits, whatever. I just want to see healthy dogs, because some dogs I see, man, they look scraggly. You know what I'm saying?
Dogs
They
out
don't look
here
good.
with it. No, yeah, it's just, and that's why when we get into ethics, I would love the bully community to get into ethics because they've already got the money spiel of it. Most of them, not all of them, because some people portray an image, but most of them have got most of them got some money off of these dogs and building their kennels, but a lot of them haven't, and then they don't play ethics into that as well. And I feel like if we could do that with the working dogs, the bullies, the bully community, bring ethics, working dogs, keep the ethics, and somehow bring a monetary factor into this play, it would be amazing for everybody.
It's like you and my man Jalen Hurts say, keep the main thing the main thing.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
main thing should be the health of the dogs, because if you don't have a healthy dog or a healthy bitch, what do you have?
nothing.
Exactly. So let your female heal before you breed her again.
Right.
Don't let her have a litter, and then the next time she come in heat after the litter, you're gonna breed her again. Why would you
Duro,
do
we
that?
clicking because I was about to ask you that next, man. I
Come
was
on,
about.
man.
So how you feel about people that breed the first heat? What do you think about that?
Just the thing, man. Just the thing. If you that broke that you gotta breed a puppy, you don't need a dog.
You don't need no dog. No,
You don't need no dog.
no.
If you that broke that
Yeah,
you gotta breed a puppy, you can't wait till she 1, 2 years old.
brother,
You know
that
what I'm
dog
saying?
don't need to be there.
It ain't no reason for her to be there,
Uh-uh.
because all you gonna do is get rid of her.
Yeah,
All you gonna do is take her to the shelter after she had those puppies. It ain't like,
that's
see,
another
this is
thing.
the thing. Nobody love on their dogs, bro. I see one breeder that I know that I see, the Rottweiler dude,
Uh,
Butler Kennel Rottweilers.
Butler.
Yeah, he
Okay.
love his dog, man.
Yeah,
He love his dogs. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. Not every time you get on the internet, you got a new dog.
Right.
You rehome that one or sold that one or shelter that one. That's
Or
weak,
you buy
man.
a puppy and then 3 weeks later you rehoming it. Like,
Exactly.
what are we doing?
Because you broke.
Yeah.
Oh, this costs.
Right.
This costs. This ain't
Yeah.
this ain't cheap, man.
No, it ain't just the entry fee. It's down the road. You're gonna keep spending money
You
and
understand
maybe
me?
make it back.
You understand me? So you gotta understand that, you know what I'm saying? It's not, when people get in the game and they think they gonna get rich off the game. You ain't gonna get rich off the game. You gotta
No.
have a good job. I didn't get what I got right now from selling dogs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
is all my grind, my hustle. And I'm not, and I'm trying to get more. That's why I don't have a whole bunch of dogs right
Yeah.
now. Because I'm trying to get more, and then I want to bust out and do that.
Facts.
Because then I say, right now, if I do that, man, I might be one of those guys. I
Yeah.
can't sell a litter. I'm sorry, these puppies gonna have to go to the shelter. See, that's weak, man. I don't want to do that.
Right.
See, if I do that and the dogs don't sell, they stand with me.
Yeah.
Couple of them getting fixed, whatever the case is.
And one thing our guy coach says, keep whole litters. He says that a lot, and he keeps saying it. But in these times, some people can't do it, and in these times, some people won't do it because they don't want to put that time and effort into all those dogs and watch the development of those dogs.
Then don't get them.
No, don't get
Then
them at
don't.
all.
Oh,
You need to get you a
if you
goldfish.
can't make a commitment to have the dog for 10 years, don't buy or get the dog.
No.
Simple and plain. And I shouted out, I think it was Halftime Bullies, because one of his females had to get fixed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I saluted him because he said, she gonna stay with me. You know what I'm saying? That was love.
Yeah.
That was love
That's
for
that's
the dog.
strong. That's strong.
But people can't do that. If you can't
No.
make money off a dog, they don't want it there.
Right.
You understand? I can't make no money off the dog. Then you weak, man. Go get a job, man.
Yeah.
Go get a job, man. You know what
Don't
I'm
get no
saying?
more dogs.
Don't get
Get
no
you
more
a job.
dogs.
Punch that clock.
Punch that clock, man.
Yeah.
See, because what I'm trying to do, I'm not really going to speak on what I'm trying to do
Right.
100%, because I don't want nobody trying to come like I'm coming, but I'm coming differently. And once I get that spot that I'm looking to get, it's something else that's going to be to Duro Ricio Bully Camp.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be breeding with me. You understand what I'm saying? It's going
Feel
to be
you.
a bunch of other stuff that I'm going to do to make money as well, but I'm still going to keep my job, baby.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
You take money to make money.
Absolutely.
Yes,
You
sir.
gotta have that grind. You can't be broke and be weak, but you breeding dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
Mm-mm.
So, that's how I feel about that, man. Let your female heal, man. Stop breeding puppies out here. That's not making a dog better.
No.
That you just breeding puppies, and I mean you just breeding dogs that have puppies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why so many bulldogs is in the shelter. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Because you just breeding, and then you will post online how much dogs is, and then on the back end you will take 500 for it.
Oh yeah. Quick. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that person who bought it for 500, they ain't respecting it like that person that bought it for 25.
Mm-mm.
You see what I'm saying? They bought
Yeah.
it for 2,500. They respecting that joint. They
Yeah.
gonna have that joint because they spent almost 3,000 on that dog.
That dog gonna be everywhere with him.
Everywhere, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. So what's my next question? Man, we cooking right now, y'all. Y'all get the likes up, share,
Cooking.
subscribe, all of it.
Let's go.
All right. So Duro,
Yeah.
so we don't with this episode, we weren't looking to bash the bully community,
Nah.
but we will point out the snakes and the fakes and the ones that think they're doing right, but they're not. So like I've seen with the UKC, their standard group of bullies look pretty good, and they're working also. They're not the you know what I mean? They're
I
doing
do.
weight pulling, all that. So how do you think we can bring that to America? I mean, to the American, like the American bully breeders today.
Elaborate more. Bring what?
Bring capability to these dogs, so where they're not crippled or
Oh,
dying at 3 or 4.
okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, that take responsibility,
Right.
being a responsible breeder. And it all ties in what I was just saying about, you know what I'm saying, not, you know what I'm saying, breeding just to breed, knowing what you're breeding to, you know what I'm saying? Take your dog to the vet.
Yeah.
Get that blood work done.
Right.
Take your dog to the vet. Know what you're supposed to know first before you do anything.
Yeah.
Go to the store, buy some of these.
What's that?
Okay. This is test strips to have your dog urine tested. You can do it at home. I do my own fecals. I do my own urinalysis. I do that at home.
Wow.
Okay. The only thing I can't do is run blood, but I got a blood uh spinner coming soon. Okay.
Mm,
I do my own stuff. I do my own shots. Okay. I do my own stuff. So this is what you're supposed to know. This is the shots I use for my dogs now. This is not what you give a puppy. This is with lime. But we'll get into that one.
okay.
But this right here, this checks for what's going on with your dog urine. Okay. If it is a UTI, if it is bacteria, if it is like, a disease or something like that, or if their kidneys is not working properly, or whatever the case is, how much protein, you know what I'm saying? This is something major. You want to check your bitch first before you breed her.
Right.
Okay. You want to make sure, because if you got a top of the line stud, you understand what I'm saying? And that stud get in there, but your girl get a UTI, that stud might go sterile. He can't breed no more.
Yeah. Oh wow. I didn't even know
No,
that.
know
What?
the health, know the health of your dog before you start doing stuff, man. That ties in to us making better dogs.
Right.
That's my goal, to make a better dog. To when you get a puppy from Duro Ricio Bully Camp, you're gonna know that you're not gonna spend thousands of dollars on health and surgery. Now things happen. Now everything ain't I can't prevent everything now. No,
No, you
things happen,
can't.
but I'm an honorable guy. So you come to me and you tell me, yo, man, I took it to the vet and you showed me this, that, and the third, and you got proof that this was going on, bro. We'll work it out.
Right.
We'll work it out. But we have to make better dogs, and that start with us knowing what we supposed to know.
You got to.
You have to know that first.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
You
sir.
have to know that first. Do a clean catch on your dog. Get you a syringe. It's strips in here, right? You read the strips according to the bottle. It tell you what's going on to your dog with your dog. So if you were suspecting that it's a UTI, if you was expecting something was going on with her, then it helps you say, okay, I need to go get some antibiotics first.
Right.
I see what's going on with her now. This is how you're going to know. And it's good to know because sometimes things happen. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things happen and you know what I'm saying? I know plenty of people that had dogs that didn't know their dog had a UTI. Didn't know she had a UTI. You know what I'm saying? So they go to the vet, oh, she got a UTI. And, you know, yeah, she's kind of fishy and this, that, and the third. They're like, yeah, man, she had a UTI, man. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how didn't you pay attention to that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's important, man. It's the way that people breed. If you breeding just to breed, then we're not gonna make a better dog.
Freestyling, like Coach says.
Yeah, you just freestyling. Let's get back to you know what I'm saying? Okay, so you got a dog with a smushed nose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like say like red tiger.
Boxer. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, if you take something like red tiger and you might put it something with a longer snout, like say AK, you kind of fix that a
Yeah.
little bit. Now
Yeah.
you might have to do that again to really fix that.
Right.
But you know, the thing is, that's a responsible breeding right there. Now, if
Yeah.
you take smush nose and the smush nose and the dog is already, right? And you just walked around a block with it, then what you do that for? Was that making it better, or you just used that stud because it was right there in the yard? Like,
Right.
for real.
Yeah.
Let's make better dogs. Let's look at the dog and say, okay, this is what I have. How can I make this better?
What can I add to this? You might have to outcross to a different breed or a different bloodline. A
Different
lot of
breed.
people aren't comfortable with that, though.
But sometimes, but listen, but sometimes you don't have to. Because if
Yeah.
you look at, say you look at BGK, Andre dogs, and say you go look at Pro Bulls. You understand what I'm saying? Those two different American bullies.
Right.
So, you know, Pro Bulls are the bigger dogs, so they might have a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you throw in some BGK, you might not have that problem because his dogs got a little bit more snout.
Right.
So that's how you fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So making that better, understanding what you have, understanding if you're male, understanding what your male, the traits that your male have, understand the traits that your female have. Okay, understanding the health issues. If this dog is prone, what this dog is prone to, Amstaffs and American Pit Bull Terriers, they prone to UTIs, bro. This is what I'm saying, because these are the breeds that I love. They're
Right.
prone to UTIs. Don't think I know what I'm talking about. Google it. Don't think I know what I'm talking about. Go to your vet, play her this clip. She's gonna tell you I'm right. Okay? Because I did it.
Right.
I did it. I worked it. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this is what I'm saying. Know your dog, know your breed, know and say, okay, man, before this, man, let me make sure this is right. Let me have some healthy pups, man. Let me just not breed some dogs because I can.
Right.
Let me breed some dogs that people are gonna come back to me and say, yo, man, I had that dog for 9 years and I ain't even had to spend much on him or much on him. That should be the goal, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That should be the goal when we breeding dogs.
Yeah. And something you said, so like you said a lot of people just buying different dogs at the same time, same ages. And you said if you buy that first dog, you say, like me, I like Borbals. If I got a bauble, just focus on that bauble right now. Focus on the baubles, like how you can better that, or what's the problems with that. A lot of people
Absolutely.
don't focus or try and look at what's wrong with that breed of the dog in front of me and
Hmm.
how I can make it better.
Absolutely. And I told you that a few months ago.
Yeah,
I believe I told you that.
and
But
it's still stuck
that,
with me.
but because that made you think. That hit your brain like, whoa, man. Okay. Okay. So if I bought that Borbal right now, how can I make that dog better?
Right.
Let me watch him. Let me watch him grow up from a puppy, and let me see him from a puppy to 1 years old to 15 months to 2 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And let me see him at 3. Let me see him at 4. Okay. So you go to breed that dog. Say you breed him at 2.5, bro. He basically fully grown at that point.
Yeah, you're a grown
So
man.
there. So say you wait and you breed him at 2.5. I mean 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 years.
Hmm.
And say, you know, you saying to yourself, you say, okay, all right, I see that one puppy right there, man. I think it's gonna have some elbow problems.
Mm.
Okay. So you might not sell that one, or you might put that in a pet only home.
Right.
But that's you being honest.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Or you might put on the paperwork non-breedable.
Yeah.
But then you still got an idiot who gonna breed that dog because in the paperwork say non-breedable. And you're like,
I just told him not to breed that dog. Yeah.
because now instead of you having healthy puppies out there, now you got puppies out there with the genetics of the problem that I give you this dog. Now all the puppies got a problem.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what
And
I'm
this,
saying?
my name tags on that.
And then my name tag is on it.
Yeah.
Somewhere on the paperwork it's gonna say Duro Ricio Bully Camp.
Yeah.
It's gonna say Catch Dog Concepts.
Right.
So now you got that problem, and they don't even know because they're not gonna tell you the paperwork say non-breedable.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They just gonna
Yeah.
breed that dog. That's
Yep.
how they do. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. We have to stop trying to chase the bread and have love for the dogs. You know what I'm saying? If you
Right.
have a love for the dog, man, I'm telling you, having love for the dog can take you farther than trying to chase $1,000 or $2,500 or $3,500. That's really not no money. You can say, yeah, if I have 10 of them, it's a lot of money. Okay, but really, all you're gonna really do is put that right back into your camp, bro.
Hmm.
You're not really gonna have that money to spend.
No, and it's kind of hard. It's not as easy as people say it is to find 10 people that's ready to buy a dog.
Okay.
A lot of people making up customers. Like you're not going, you're not going to be able to get that dog off, bro. You might have to keep him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what they don't understand. They think they're gonna come into the game. Oh, I got this blood. I got it from this breeder. It don't matter. Don't matter. It doesn't matter where you got it from.
We talked
Doesn't
about this a few weeks ago, I think too. We talked about that where
matter.
you get blood from another breeder, another
Yeah.
bloodline. It's real big in the pit bull community too.
Mm-hmm.
I got Red Boy Jocko, and then they look, you be like, yeah, I got it from so and so. I'm like, oh, okay, I can go get that from so and so then. Why am I gonna get it from you? What makes your dog so special to where I can't get it from that breeder or the person that has that bloodline?
See, when you're a breeder, you have to stand out.
Yeah,
You have to stand out, okay? Because it's like right now the dog game is like how it was when we was growing up. Everybody wanted to either rap or play basketball, right?
yeah,
Everybody wanted to do that, right? So I know everybody in my area, in my era. You're a little younger than me, but
hmm.
everybody in my era wanted to either rap or play ball.
I mean, that's kind of how it is now. Everybody want to rap or they want to be in the streets. It's one of them, unless they go to college. That's, I mean, that's just how it is.
You understand?
Yeah,
So this is the thing. Everybody wants to breed dogs now.
yeah,
Everybody want to breed dogs. So you got to understand, how do you stand out? When I think about myself and I say, okay, when I produce this litter, okay, when I produce this litter, I want people to come to me and know, okay, man, I'm going to Doro because that them puppies gonna be healthy. I'm coming to Doro because he gonna give me support with the dog. He's offering to train it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the dog from him. He offered to have you know, to help me with training, I can
Right.
call them and say, this is what's going on. Hey, Doro, what you think about this? I'm able to do that for people. And that's what I'm willing to do when you get a dog from me. That's going to be my stamp.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this is how I'm coming. I want you to understand that this is how I'm coming. So when you get a dog from me, I want you to say health when you think
Yeah.
about Doro. I don't want you to think about, oh man, he's just a slime. He just want the price that he want for his dogs. That's all he want. No, I want you to know that those puppies in my care, I call my level of care high level of care.
Right.
When I post my dogs, when I post Bane, Chanel, when I post my dogs, I say due to my high level of care, because they coats don't look like that just because they parents coats didn't look like how they coats look.
Right.
That's due to me.
Yeah.
You understand what
Work
I'm
you
saying?
put in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to help you and tell you this is what I do for my dog's coat. You want your dog's skin and coat to look like that? This is what I do.
Right.
Check it out. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what I want people to come to me for.
Right.
I don't want to be like the breeder that I got my dog from, because then you could just go to him and get the dog. But I want to stand out. I want you to know when you call me that I'm there for you. I'm there for that puppy that I produced. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I want you to keep me in the loop of what's going on with him. I don't
Facts.
care if he's 7 years old. Let me know. You know
How
what I'm
you
saying?
doing? Yeah.
Oh, Rufus went to the vet today. You know, he's 7, but you know, one of his teeth fell out. Okay. Okay. I want you, I want to know with my productions. I don't want to sell the dog and never hear from you.
Right. I want
I
beginning
want
to
to know.
end.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what make me different.
That's how you
So I
get
want
better.
absolutely that's how you get better, because now you know what's going on. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Now you know how those puppies turned out if you let a couple go.
Right.
Now you know how they became. Now you know the health issues that people text you and called you about, if it's any.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if you say, if it's, yo, I got no health issues with this dog, then you know you producing a top quality dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
So Nell Mac had a question a minute ago. I'm not sure if he's still in here, but he said, "Is raw good or bad? And did dogs really come from wolves?"
Nell Mac, man. What up, gang?
Salute to Nell Mac.
Salute to Nell Mac, man. Um, dogs, dogs did come from wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah. um, raw. I don't see no need for raw. Me personally.
Mm.
Because I boil my dog's meat. I have given raw before, and I didn't see a big difference from me cooking it and from them having it raw.
Right.
I don't see the benefits of it. So people say, yeah, you know, you get a better coat. I, I I I would agree about kibble. I would agree. I would agree. I don't really trust it. Okay, I don't really
Kibble or
trust
raw? You
kibble.
don't. Okay.
I don't really trust it. Okay,
Right.
I do respect people who put more meat in their food in their diet than kibble,
Yeah.
because the dog can break that down more, like we talking about early in the interview.
Yeah.
Okay,
Smaller poops, better poops.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a carbohydrate. You can put it in with the meat, but I only give my dog like a little dusting of kibble at the bottom of the bowl,
Yeah.
and then everything else is meat. Everything else is de-earth. Everything else is
You said
celery.
celery. Yeah.
Yeah, everything else is celery and a little bit of water.
Okay.
Okay, so I mix that all up, tear it up, man. Great poops. You know what I'm saying? Great skin, great coats. So I don't really see a need for it. But if that's what you want to do, look, man, I'm not here to tell you what to do and what not to do for your
Right.
dog.
Yeah.
That's never
Sure,
my
dog.
angle. That's your dog.
Right.
That's never my angle. I'm just telling you that if you want a better dog, if you want no worms, because there's some people that have litters and they feed their pregnant dog or they nursing dog raw food, raw meat.
Yeah.
Now, what you think that raw meat get puppies?
Poop, like the bubble guts.
Besides that, parasites.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's see, what people don't know, bro. It's not just worms though. It's other protozoans out here that exist for your
yeah.
dog.
Get into
Okay,
those. Get into those
it's
for us.
it's not just worms, bro. It's other things that your dog can get, that
Right.
your puppy can get that causes things that you'll get. You know what I mean? You'll get problems from in the end result. You know what I'm saying? Of your puppy, eating raw meat as a baby. I don't
Yeah,
see no need for it. You know what I'm saying? Let them get some mush, man. Why is every breeder getting away from mush, man?
yeah. I have seen that. Yeah, I have
Why
seen
is
that.
what happened to the mush, man?
Yeah,
Get you a little cheap blender from Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Put what you need to do. Put the milk you need to put in there. Blend that thing up. Let your pups munch on that, man.
right.
Why are we sitting up here? Why are we sitting up here, man? Like
A lot of
getting
people want
away
to
from
change the game.
yeah.
Yeah, but they're not going about it right, or it's not no study behind it or experimentation.
You
Yeah,
see?
yeah,
That's the problem that we have. And that's why we're not making better dogs and we're not making progress to reach the ultimate level that we should be reaching. And people should I've seen people on the internet bash the breeder they got their puppy from. They'll put it on Reddit. Don't ever get a puppy from such and such and such because I got this dog and such and I went in and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, yo, the puppy had heartworms? The puppy
yeah.
had, so that means something bit him. He got heartworms. And then the puppy had regular worms. And let me tell you, fellas, let me tell you something about heartworms. Let me tell you, whoever watching still, whatever, I'll tell you about heartworms. Go get you some of this, man. Go get you some of this, man. Okay? Because I see people never get a dog a heart, flea, and tick pill.
Yeah,
And it's important. It costs way less to buy this type of stuff than to sit up there and do a heartworm treatment, bro. You don't believe me? Google it. Ask your vet how much it costs. Okay,
it ain't
this
gonna be
is
cheap.
way cheaper
Yeah.
than that whole process, man.
See, when I was 17, 16, I didn't know this. I think my dog had worms. I mean, I didn't know what was fully wrong, but I know his hips did go out, and he was real skinny. He couldn't put no weight on. Like I was giving him venison and eggs and just trying to thicken him up. It wasn't going. So like I think he had some form of worms, but I didn't know that. And then the guy I got him from, I was calling him, asking him to help me out. He gave me the venison, but other than that, it was no medicinal options or anything like that.
Did you ever deworm him, bro?
See, he went. I didn't actually know because like I said, I didn't know before.
Absolutely. And
Yeah,
see, that's the thing. And that's what I mean. Like some people don't know how important it is to deworm your dogs, and some people do know. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
that's the thing. Like, it's very important to deworm your dogs because if you deworm your dogs, like this right here, this has the same thing in it. This has some pyrantel in it, and this is this. Okay,
Yeah.
just have some of this in there. So when
Oh,
you give your dog one of these every month, it's automatically getting some form of dewormer.
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So everything works together, and when you do that, then you have a healthy dog, and
Facts.
that's what it's all about, man. That's what I'm teaching and I'm preaching over here. Health for your dogs, save your wealth in your pockets.
Right.
So simple.
So with the savior pocket, so like you showed some supplements and some things that can help. Salute to Corey. some things that can help your dogs with worms and other sicknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree with everybody going out and making supplements and these different things for puppies and grown dogs? How do you how do you feel about that?
No, I don't agree, man. I don't agree. I
I knew you
don't
did.
agree.
I just wanted
And
to
and,
ask.
and the reason why I don't agree is because, you know what I'm saying, if you start something and you give your dog and you selling this stuff for people and people buying it and then you stop it, it lets me know that that stuff wasn't healthy from the beginning.
Mm,
You understand?
yeah,
That's because you don't even know what you're supposed to know. You don't even know what you're doing.
right.
You understand what I'm saying? You don't even know what you're doing. So it's cool to put on a muscle shirt. It's cool to put on this and that and the third and think that and think that, you know what I'm saying, that you really know, but you don't really know. And I
Yeah,
know you don't know because I didn't heard you say a couple things that I know for a fact you're not right.
right.
But what you'll do is you'll go to a vet and have the vet tell the people because you don't know the information. See, nothing I did. You didn't see me go on the book. You didn't see me Google nothing. You
Right.
see me do a text, but you didn't see me do anything. I've been talking from my brain the whole time.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
I have this stuff right here the whole time.
Right.
I don't have to do none of that.
Yeah, you ain't going to get nothing. It was all there. That's on
It's all
Jeezy.
there.
It's all there.
It's all there.
Yes,
That's my boy.
sir.
You
But
understand what
yeah,
I'm saying?
those supplements, like we're not gonna say no names or
We
nothing.
ain't gonna say no names. I mean, I
But
don't care because they ain't gonna say nothing to me.
right,
You understand?
right. But like when you
But I'm gonna
promote,
respect your channel.
yeah, right, and I appreciate that. But when you showing a promotion video and you got a sick dog in the video or a emaciated dog, I think you should know something at that point is not correct or something's not right.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, salute to him. Like I mean, and
No, salute.
no salute. Okay, all
No,
right, okay. I
no.
mean, yeah, but like it's just better ways to go about this. It's like you said, it's not a lot of people are loving on these dogs that they're promoting or breeding or selling. They're not loving on them. It's a product. It's like cattle.
It's
It's like
it's it's like
pigs.
this. It's like this. It's like this, young bro. It's like this, man. I'm gonna spit some facts to you right now.
Let's get it.
This, right? It's easy for me to get in front of my phone or my computer or my laptop or get on your platform or get on my platform or get in coach platform or different platforms. It's easy for me to get up here. And it's easy for me to say, oh yeah, get this. Okay. Duro made it,
Yeah.
right? It's easy for me to do that, right?
Right.
But what is hard for me to do, bro, is to explain why you should buy it.
Right.
Okay. Why you should buy it. So think about this, man. Those same individuals is why I say no salute, because they the reason why. They the reason why so many dogs got cancer. They the reason why so many dogs got the health issues that they got. You know why? Because they have followers. And you know how people come up, hey man, what should I feed? I just got a pit. What should I feed him? And you asking this person what you should feed your dog?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
asking them what should you feed
Right.
your dog? Like who is them?
And y'all don't even have the same breed. Like that's what a lot of people do that. Y'all don't have the same breed. Y'all don't the same dog. So like, how would you know? How would that person know? And then he
That
gives you
person don't know
information.
nothing.
Right. Right.
Don't know nothing. That person don't know nothing. Can't tell you nothing. Don't know. They can Google something and say, "Well, I, I can make it better this way." Stay tuned. They can do all that all they want,
Yeah.
but the thing is, but the thing is, but the thing is they don't know.
No.
They don't know, man.
And
And
it's
then
not
they
good to act
everybody
like you know.
they have everybody trying to do what they do. And it's killing dogs. It's killing the community. It's killing what we need. Everybody is trying to chase the trend of being like them. They're sitting up here doing what you're supposed to do for your dogs.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Do what you're supposed to do for your dogs, man. I'm not telling nobody to do nothing I do for my dogs. I'm telling you how to care for them.
Right.
I'm not telling you what to do for them, bro.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're going to follow Duro, I want you to follow Duro because you saying, man, I want to know. I want to know what she got. You
Yeah.
saying, man, I don't want no heartworm problems. You saying, man, I want my puppies to grow up strong. This is what you doing. This is what this is how we coming. We coming that way. And
Right.
and you're gonna follow me, it's gonna be a lot better for the animals.
And none of this stuff that you're showing it's not $50, $80, $100.
All affordable.
Right.
And I got more stuff than this. If we do a part 2, I got more stuff than this. I'll show you
You have
more.
to do a part 2 for sure.
I'll show you more.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So this is the thing, man. The more and more and more and more and more that you listen to me, and the more you say, yo, man, I'm gonna just give this a try, you're gonna see that I'm right.
Right.
If you follow these individuals and you think that they're right, and then your dog, you in the vet, you're not gonna be at the vet with Duro.
No.
You're not gonna be at the vet with me. You
Right.
know, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what, my vet, when I take my dogs to the vet, and I'm not lying at all. My vet barely has to do anything. You know why? I do my own shots. I do my own deworming.
I was gonna
Okay. The
ask you
only
that.
thing I don't do, like I said, is blood work.
Yeah.
So she does their blood work. But you know everything she said? She said they look good. I have no concerns with them.
Right.
You know, you got to get a rabies shot through your doctor. So yeah, you can
Yeah.
go online and buy it, but it's not valid. So you got to
Right.
get your doctor have to administrate it for it to be valid.
Right.
Okay, for you don't lose your dogs. You understand? So you have to know that you have to know what you're supposed to know. And once you know that, me telling and teaching, I got plenty of videos. I'm walking my dogs, and I'm giving out game, and I'm giving out teachings, and I'm giving out things that you should do that can, and tips that you can do to help prevent the stuff that make better puppies, and have them go out to homes, loving homes, and have those people text you like, yo, man, that's the best feeling. When you
Right.
sell somebody a dog and they don't have nothing to say but good things, that's a good feeling.
Definitely.
That's a good feeling, man. That's what we should be doing. We shouldn't want to hear, yo, man, he got a UTI. Why does a puppy have a UTI? We shouldn't hear, yo, man, yeah, man, got a skin problem. Why does a puppy have a skin problem?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why are we having these problems? Because we're not paying attention enough or loving enough on these dogs. We not doing the things that we need to do. It starts from a puppy. As soon as they come out, their little nuggets, and they just whining and spinning everywhere, and all they want is milk. Man, as soon as they come out, that second night, bro, it's up to you and the mother to welt those puppies for that health, man.
Yeah.
You got to make sure they getting the milk that they supposed to have, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If they
Yeah.
want it too much, they hungry. That's why they want it so much. They hungry. So
Yeah.
make sure she ain't neglect or reject one of them. Make sure that
Yeah.
this is how you have a healthy litter. And when people see them be ready to go to their next home, people say, "Oh man, look how good they look." They're not in a dirty environment, poop and pee everywhere and a
Right.
bunch of stuff. They not in that type of environment. They're in a healthy environment for them when they go to their next place. And now people calling you saying, "Yo, man, I took to the vet, man. A1." So now that goes to word of mouth. So
Yeah.
now they buddies. He said, "Yo, they gonna recommend me to their friends and their family." Oh, where did you get that dog from? Oh, Duro Ricio Bully Camp. Look him up.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gave me a first bag of food, gave me a collar, a leash, and all this stuff, and paperwork. That's what he did, and gave me a shot record. It's important to give people shot records so the vet can know. Oh, this is what they gave now is true. Once the dog turned, I think like 7 months, everything that you gave them, it resets. Okay, so then you have to do that second series of shots.
So
Okay,
what do you do?
but
Do you how many like with the shots? What like weeks between? What do you do?
weeks between the shots for me.
Yeah.
What? It's puppies?
Yeah, like so like some people do like 6, 12, 18, or 3, 6, 12, 18, or whatever. Like how do you do it that way?
I did 3.
Okay.
I did 3 weeks apart.
Okay.
I did. I did for Bane and Chanel. I did
Yeah.
3 weeks apart. Yeah,
Okay.
because that's how my vet does it.
Right.
See, the vet that I have, I worked there.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh,
how my vet does. You follow me? You
I
see where
feel
I
you.
was going with it?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah, yeah.
I wanted to do it, because I said, why am I gonna give all my money when I can learn this myself, man? Because I already know it,
Right.
right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
that was my game. Once
Okay.
I got in there and I worked there, they go see my vet. But she was my vet first, and then I worked there. So I already know how they give the serious to the puppies. So I said, man, I'm gonna do it myself. Why am I
Right.
gonna bring them in every couple of weeks when I could do it myself?
Right. And you don't recommend everybody to do that though, right?
I mean, I don't. You have to know what you're doing.
Right. And I just
It's
said
very
that
important.
because some people gonna be like, oh, I can do it if he do it. You know, some people is sheep like that where they'll follow that. So you know, we just want to make sure nobody poking these dogs.
Please be responsible.
Right.
Please be responsible.
Take that
If
dog to
if
the vet.
if you want to know how to do it, then hit me up and I'll show you how to do it.
And you said
But
you're gonna do a video on that soon, right? With the
I am.
deworming.
I'm gonna do one for Corey, and I'm gonna do one for y'all. I'm gonna show you guys, because Corey asked me like, "Yo, what's up with the deworming and all that stuff?" I'm gonna do a video for you guys. I ain't forget.
Okay.
And
Bet.
food and deworming and all that stuff. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna
Bet.
show shots and stuff that's being done. You
Yeah.
understand? So this is what I'm saying. So like, I mean, me personally, man, I'm coming from, working with animals, and if I'm good enough to give a patient a shot, I'm good enough to give my own dogs a shot.
Right.
You understand?
Absolutely.
Because the vet don't really give shots. They giving the main shots. They giving stuff like rabies, but it's the techs that give like the distemper, and to give the parvo and the Lyme shots, or if you got a shot in one, you know what I'm saying, or 2 shots in one, or stuff like that, then this is
Yeah.
how you come it. So it's really us that's doing that stuff, not really the vet. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or if they gonna do it, we pulling the shots for them, and then they come, and then they get a dog the shot. So it's different vets and different doctors that do it differently,
Right.
but the techs really get a shot. So you know what I'm saying. So that's I learned that. I took that game, man, and I ain't coming back. I
Right.
only come back for stuff that I can't do. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And that's what I go back for.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there like you said this earlier, there's different diseases and different issues that go within breeds. So you familiar with like the Dalmatian? I can't
Mhm.
remember what disease it is that they have, to where I think where they can only eat like fish or something like that. But the AKC bred them, they kept line breeding onto that. So now I think all Dalmatians are like that. I
Really?
can't remember. Hey, I think hold on, let me do my research right quick. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
'Cause I can't remember exactly what it is. I gotta see.
Hey man, I never heard that before, so I'm kind of like, but I never really worked with a Dalmatian,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
you
So what are some breeds that you did see that kind of had that kept coming in that had continuous things that some people may not know about?
yep.
And not to
Sharp.
bash these breeds or anything like that,
No,
but
I love a lot of breeds, man.
right.
Chow chows, Sharpays, pit bulls, bullies, Rottweilers, Labradors,
Mm,
um, and man. So when I was a nurse, I was more so in a general practice, not really a hospital. All right. So it's more like when you go to your doctor, what I mean, for your checkup, it's more like that. So most of the time, bro, it was an air problem, a continuous air problem, a UTI.
yeah.
What I mean? Most of the time it was a skin issue. You know what I'm saying? It might have been Giardia. You know what I'm saying? It might have been worms. You know what I'm saying? It was stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Rain said Dalmatians have a lot of health issues because of their coat color, like most white coated dogs.
That's true. White colored dogs do have a lot of problems. And you have to really watch them because they prone to go deaf. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They prone to go deaf and blind and stuff like that, and have cancer and all that. Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
I think the disease was DCM. I think that was the common
Mm.
disease. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I was talking about that with Nell Mack, maybe like last week. He said one of his dogs had that, and I was telling him, like, sometimes it's it's genetics and sometimes it's food. So when you feed, I want people to understand that stay away from grain-free dog food. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Have healthy grains in your dog food. Grain-free dog food bothers the heart.
See,
Okay,
a lot of people go to grain free
because
because
they think it's better.
yeah, yep. That
They say, "Oh, they
misconception
don't
has
got
been
no
spread.
grains. They got no grains in it. Oh, it's better," but it's not true.
Let me get that. Yeah.
Your dog needs grains, healthy grains, wholesome grains. Okay, it needs grains. So you want to make sure that you stay away from that sort of heart, and that starts as a puppy. Don't not feed puppies grain-free dog food at all, because
Mm.
their heart will not develop properly. You don't believe me? Ask your vet. Okay,
Okay.
and then come back and tell me what your vet said, and you're gonna say, Dora, you was right, because I know I am. I worked at a vet.
So Rain said it was cardiomyopathy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. But so
With the with the Dalmatians.
yeah, with the Dalmatians, yeah.
Okay.
And I seen somebody just bought one, and they can't feed a certain food. They got to feed tripe. I think it's tripe. I think they have to
Is
feed
this
that.
person on YouTube?
Huh?
Is this person on YouTube that
Yeah,
bought one?
yeah.
Okay.
But and then I seen something on Instagram where they have to blend the food up to like a liquid, and
Oh.
I'm pretty. And it's not the same person though, but
Oh.
it
Okay.
was somebody. Yeah, it was somebody different that had to blend the food all the way up. But I think they said it was the AKC. They line bred onto that and didn't try and get out of it.
The AKC did it.
I think it was people that was with them. I don't want to be complete. I don't want to be wrong, but
When
it
did the
was something with the
AKC breed
AKC.
dogs though? I thought the when did the AKC breed dogs?
It's That's why I said it's. I can't. I'm gonna have to come back to this part.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring this up on part two. I
Part
got
two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
part two.
because that give me a chance to do some research.
Yeah, because I got to look more into it. Yeah, I got to look more into it.
Word.
So,
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
yeah, I got to look more into that because it was something I gotta. Dang. Yeah, that's all good. We're gonna get on to that on part two.
Okay.
We cooking right now though. This been a
Sure.
great interview.
For
Definitely.
sure. Appreciate it, man.
Yep, no problem, bro. We gonna definitely run this back again. Trying to think if I have something else to ask you.
So
Um,
let me tap into this one because I ain't
go
get a
ahead, go ahead.
chance. I ain't get a chance to tap into this one, man. Make sure you get a probiotic for your dog, man. You know what I'm saying? It helps with a healthy gut and healthy digestive system. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you go out and get you some Proviable, man. Put it in a food. They got the pills, whatever. They got this one, you know what I mean? Whichever one you want to get. Make sure you go out and go get some of that, man. This right here, man, omega-3. This right here is good for the coat and skin. All right, for bulldogs, if you got pit, you got bully, you know what I'm saying? You want to get rid of that dry skin that the short coat dogs have, then this going to add a little oil to it. So make sure you go get you some omega-3s, you know what I'm saying? Fish oil. Make sure it's the omega-3s, okay? You go get some of that, man, and I started this right here as pups. You can give it as pups.
Okay.
Um, this really helps, especially if you got working dogs and you working them and running them. You doing a flirt pole, they hanging, they doing this tug of war, whatever you doing. However you work your dogs, whatever you doing, make sure you have a supplement, man. Make sure you have something. You know, if you got a bully breed, make sure you go out and get yourself some glucosamine as well. That helps lubricates their joints. You know what I'm saying? Keep their joints nice and lubricated so they don't develop arthritis. And if they got arthritis, that helps eliminate some of the, the stiffness in the arthritis. So you want to watch that when you got a bully breed. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just yeah, man. We gonna tap in some more, man. Part two, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
It was something with inbreeding. I just seen a little clip of what I saw earlier. It was something with inbreeding. So, but how do you feel about these dogs that are so inbred? What is your experience with that, and how do you feel about it?
I had a dumb dog that was inbred.
Okay.
Um, because and then it's a lot of issues that come with inbreeding. That dog had a lot of problems, bro. Like a lot of problems. Like to the point where his name was Alex. And that was just one of those things that was just like, you know, you gotta put him down because it sucks. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like it like when you okay, me personally, I think you can inbreed a dog twice. And I think that should be your max.
Okay.
Me personally. Okay, just from what I know. When you get the third and fourth and fifth and sixth time inbreeding the same damn dog, especially if it's a female, some puppies might not live. Some puppies might come out messed up, cleft mouth and all types of problems and all types of other issues. And I just want people to be mindful of when you inbreeding. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make your blood, say you breed a dog. Say you got a dog and you keep her son, and you say, or you got a dog and you keep his daughter, and you say, man, you know what I'm saying? I love him. He's 7. You know what I'm saying? And I wanna always have his blood. And you let him hit his daughter. I respect that. And not only do you do that,
Yeah.
you double up on the blood. You double up on the trait or whichever you have, and you want to keep that. So if it's just a great family pet, you double up on that great family pet because he hit his daughter. So now you keep something off of that, and now you got that blood. So you go ahead and retire him, and now you got this boy right here that's in the waiting. And that's how I think you should do it. When you go back and you keep doing it, you're only gonna have, a dumb dog, don't understand, sit, you know what I mean, can't function, got heart problems, you know what I'm saying, got eye problems, hip problems, elbow problems, leg problems, you know what I mean, 1 years old, got arthritis, you know what I'm saying, all types of things like that. You want to make sure you have a healthy dog, and you want to make sure you have a healthy breeding. You don't want to just keep doing stuff and water down your camp. You want to make a better dog. So even if you like, for instance, for me, even if Bane is a great dog, I want to make Bane better. I want to make his offsprings better. Okay, so if I had a girl and I kept one of his daughters, and I said, man, I love Bane, man. I want him, he ate. I want him to hit his daughter and then double up, and I'm gonna keep that. I respect that because now I still got some form of Bane. But
Right.
for me to go back and say, okay, yeah, well then that puppy I kept, he gonna hit the mom. See, that's doing too much, man. That's doing too much.
So
That's doing,
so with the son and mother, so like that's okay one time or two
I
times.
think so. Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
All right.
Yeah, because you don't water it down too much.
That's how my dog was formed.
Yeah,
I think he was mother to son.
yeah. That's and you don't really get all those health problems. Like when you did it, when you inbred like 5 times, you get a lot
Yeah.
of health problems at that point. And those
Right.
are a lot of the dogs that end up at the shelter because people say, you know what, man, I'm done with it. I'm not gonna keep spending all this money on this dog. I gotta live too. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't want. I want us to have better dogs, create better dogs so people can keep these dogs and they stop going to the shelter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, like that right there is fine. It's when you keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. That's when you have the problems in
Now
the
I'm gonna
health.
ask you this: do
Yeah.
you believe it's a way to say people do it to save money, so they don't have to go and get a male like a stud or
I respect that though.
right?
Like if you're doing that one time, I respect that. If you're doing that 2 times, I respect that. Because you saying, listen, man, I love this dog and I love what this dog throwing. I respect that first and that second time. When you start
Yeah.
getting to fourth and fifth time, I don't really respect that. That's like,
No.
yo, you doing too much, man. Like, stop being cheap. Go outside your yard and go get a female or a male, whichever you're looking for. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
you might bring that back and might say, okay, what I kept that was inbred, what I inbred off of him, I kept a girl. You might say to yourself, you might say, yo, man, I want to go get a boy, and you go get him and you make that with that. And that might come out crazy. That might
Right.
come out fire, some good bulldogs.
Yeah.
That's what we want. You know what I'm saying? So stop limiting your dog and make your dog better. Don't limit yourself and don't limit your dog.
Right. So I looked at it for a second. I caught what it was. It was high uric acid. That's what it is. I don't think the AKC had nothing to do with it, but those dogs within the AKC, they still had that issue with the high uric acid because it
And this
was,
is Dalmatians?
yes, in Dalmatians. So that's why when I said tripe, they can't eat I think certain meats because it'll trigger that high uric acid.
Hmm. See, now you just taught me something.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Right. But
Okay,
yeah, it's a lot of people line breeding or inbreeding, and they honing in on that, and it's just not making dogs better.
absolutely.
And
Have
it's within working dogs, companion dogs, designer dogs. I mean, it's everywhere.
those designer dogs is that's killing the game too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And those exotics that look like turtles that's so low to the ground, that's crazy to me. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's crazy to me.
It
It's
is.
like it's like, bro, like I see their back legs look like they going like this.
They're doing the James Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it, I'm thinking to myself, I'm saying, yo, so and people paying $15,000 for this dog, do they not see or not know the health issues?
Yeah. I. But then again, they it's kind of like you're a wolf in sheep's clothing in a pasture full of sheep because you're getting to those customers that don't know like what we know about these dogs and those different health problems, and they just look at that color. And then there's breeders that are like that too. They don't care about this
Talk,
the inside of the dog. They think more of, oh, that color, that lilac or that tri, that whatever is hard. So I'm gonna keep breeding onto that. But then you got these dogs, like I said, doing the James Brown while they walking, or they can't function. And like I said, like we said earlier, capability. Can we bring that to all dogs to where they can do some form or fashion of not even just work or just being able to train or play in a rougher way with the bite sleeve or a bite pillow?
you cooking.
Yes,
You
sir.
cook you
And even
cooking.
then, that's what's even crazier. It's gotten to the mastiffs, these designer dogs. It's
Talk about
designer mastiffs now.
talk about it.
And with these mastiffs, they can get they're emotional dog. So then we breeding onto these colors and these different traits. What are we doing? It's not benefiting these dogs. And that's what we need to start doing is benefiting these dogs before we benefit our pockets, making these dogs or these designer mastiffs and these designer bullies aren't living to see 7 or 8 or 12
Mm-hmm.
when that should be the goal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see no customer, no family crying, oh my God, the dog, it just fell out. He came up the stairs and fell out. Like what? That's not no dog.
That's how I know you hearing me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's how I know you hearing me.
Yes,
You
sir.
see, you see how you said that? Because that's my goal. You don't want to see no family crying. They didn't put their hard-earned money into this dog. They didn't put their hard-earned money into the care for this dog,
Yeah.
food for this dog, shots for this dog, care for this dog. They went to the hospital and stayed overnight for 5 nights for this dog. You don't want that. You want them to call you when that dog passed and say, look, I had a good experience with you. I want another one. That's what
Right.
you
I
want.
ain't think the dog was gonna die. I want to hear. I ain't think he was gonna go. Yeah.
Freckles lived so long, all his hair fell out. But I want
Man,
another one.
he didn't. Man, he didn't. Man, I don't know how much I spent on food, but it was worth it.
Absolutely.
Rico
Absolutely.
or Billy, whatever you want to name him, he been here for a while, and that's just what we want to see.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
because we're not making products, or we're not making broiler chickens where we produce something and then it's gone like that in a matter of months or years. We want
Bro,
something that's gonna stick and keep our name on it.
bro, I want to tell you this. I want to tell you this.
Go ahead.
When you breed a dog, because it's some chumps that we were talking about earlier. We ain't gonna
Yeah.
say no name. When you
Right.
breed a dog and you have to put yourself so far away and distance yourself from that production that you did, that's red flag number one.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? That's red flag number one.
Facts.
If you don't want nobody to see that name on there, that's red flag number one.
Yeah.
So that says, what are you hiding? What are you hiding?
You had inconsistencies and problems within that dog, within your
Absolutely, you
camp.
are. Well, absolutely, you are. That's just like the female that only look good when she got on makeup.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I wake up next to John Stockton or Larry Bird. like no, sister. We're gonna have to let this go. Cause
You understand me? So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So if you have to do that, what are you hiding? What do you have to hide?
Right.
See, I want people to say, I got that dog from Duro.
Right.
I want you to say that. I want people to come to me, and I want people to talk to me and talk about me and say, when you talk about me, and I'm not talking about haters, but I'm talking about real customers. When you talk about me, I want you to say, listen, man, almost everything was right with that puppy.
Yeah.
That's what I want you to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you on that paperwork, already on my paperwork, like Pretty Boy Bane paperwork, man. That don't say Duro Ricio Bully Camps, Pretty Boy Bane. That does not say where I got him from.
Right.
So I call him my dog.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I call him my dog. It don't got no attached, no names to no one else but me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I did it that way.
My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you was about to say?
Let's specify. We're not saying culling or getting a dog out of your program because it's you've seen a inconsistency or an issue within that dog before you've bred it. We're not saying that's wrong or that's you shouldn't do that. But when you have productions off of this dog, and when you sold those productions and you've what's the word I'm looking for? You've promoted this dog, and then out of nowhere you get rid of him. I can't respect that.
I can't respect that either.
No, sir.
I can't respect that either because I want to see him as an old man.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to see him at 10.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about the OG at Thompson Kennels. You know what I'm saying? He feel about his dogs how I feel about mine. He say, man, she an old lady, but she gonna close her eyes on my yard, and I respect that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
I respect that. That's how I'm coming. When you got to do this and do this and do that and get rid of this and get rid of that, you shouldn't be breeding.
No.
You shouldn't be breeding. And then when you got to hide your hand, you got to breed the dog and on the paperwork get away from it. You know what I'm saying? It don't say where I got the dog from. That's a red flag too.
Yes, it is.
But then you want the credit to say, oh, once you see how the puppy turned out, oh yeah, you got the dog from me. No, bro, don't work like that.
Can't do that. No.
Don't work like that. If this how you was promoting it, if this how you was doing it on your paperwork, it would say where I got the dog from. So for instance, if I get a dog from Coach, like Coach say, I put Harris, I put Formula One Kennels, Formula One Canines, pardon me, Harris. That's my dog. That's my bloodline, right?
Yep.
So after that, it would say Duro Ricio, killer. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that, it tells you where you got it from.
Right.
So if it don't have that up there, then why are you complaining about somebody not saying where they got their dog from?
Right.
You understand?
Sir. So is there anything else you kind of want to get into, or you think we said enough for right now?
Man, we said enough for right now, man. We're gonna say the rest. And the next one, man, I would see this one. I wanted to have a clear mind because I wanted to represent myself, and I wanted to represent and show your viewers that I don't have to cuss every sentence to get my point across, and I don't have to go and Google something to get my point across, that I can
Yeah.
talk and know what I'm talking about confidently. You know what I'm saying? Without me, oh yeah, I gotta, oh, let me look. Nah, I wanted to do that. But the next one, I'm gonna have me a little more of a drinky drink sitting right next to me.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
we gonna turn up. That's the Duro that you wanted, but I didn't
Yeah.
want to give you that Duro first one.
Right.
Oh, I wanted to be humble.
Right.
I didn't want to give you that Duro, but the next one, I'm gonna give you that Duro.
We finna be on the front porch on the next one.
You understand me?
Yes, sir. Neil Max said we making fit bullies. Laughing emoji.
What up, Mac?
So I do got one more thing.
What up, gang?
What would you say to a young and aspiring dog man or woman?
That's what I would say, man. And matter of fact, I'm gonna speak to you.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say, man. I see you, and I see the knowledge that you have. I see the passion that you have, the drive
Right.
that you have. You love dogs.
Yes, sir.
Because certain things that I said, your heart was talking from your eyes.
Yeah.
You understood what I was saying. That right there, I admire that. You understand? So what I would say to you and anybody else is young and anybody else that want to get into the game, just what I would say, be true to you. Be true to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? That's number one. You be true to yourself and know what you want to do. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do or that your idea is stupid. If anybody say anything about your idea being stupid, get away from them. Get away from them. You don't need them, don't want them, don't want to hear their opinion, get rid of them. You understand?
Yes,
Because
sir.
that's somebody themselves who never had a dream, or if they did have a dream, they never pursued it. So you know what happened? Now they want to stop you from doing what you here to do. And you
Right.
got a purpose, man. You got a purpose, young man. You understand what I'm saying? This right here, this is what you do. You understand? So I
Yeah.
want you to always stay true to yourself. Don't follow me. Be better than me. Don't follow coach. Be better than coach. Don't follow no other breeder that you see or that you watch or you interview. Don't follow nobody's footsteps. You take this game and you make this game better.
For
You
sure.
understand what I
Yeah.
would say to anybody coming up? Don't ever stand on your own too and do you. Don't try to do what the next man do because we already got. Man. That's what I used to tell my little homies that was rapping. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell people that was rapping that was coming up, man, and I was saying, listen, man, I was like, yo, we already got Jay-Z. You rapping like Jay-Z, you trying to sound like Jay-Z, or you sound like Jay-Z. We already got Jay-Z.
We don't need it.
We don't need that.
Right.
We need who you are and who you supposed to be. That's who we want to hear.
Right. That's why you told me earlier this week, find yourself, find out who you are.
And let me tell you something. Once you know who you are, bro, it's like I told you. Nobody can say nothing to you, okay? Because you know who you are. So if
Yeah.
any allegations, any hate and stuff come about, anything that come about, you know who you are. So we gonna know who you are. It's just
Right.
like people watching and they watch my channel, they know who I am.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? You can look in my eyes and tell me, and you can say like, yo, that was real. He meant that. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's not forced. You know how people try to force like, oh yeah, I'm serious. And then they got, you know what I'm saying? They gotta do all that to
Yeah.
try to seem like they real. I ain't
Yeah.
gotta do that.
They
You
putting the
gonna see
face
it in
on.
my eyes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying to you. So once you stay true to who you are, brother, once you stay true to what you want to do, brother, you're gonna have the success that you're supposed to have. And
Right.
nobody can stop what's for you, man. Nobody. As long as you stay true to it and you do put in the work, bro, nobody can stop it, man. Because if it's meant for you, believe me, God gonna make sure you got it.
It's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, bro, for real. This is
Love.
one of them ones.
Yeah. This
Rain,
probably
rain. Hold
this
on,
probably
rain on here talking about the AM staff.
huh?
Rain on here talking about what you said about the AM staff earlier. Rain, we ain't finna do this tonight. And we at the end of this interview, I'm gonna have both of y'all on so we can get into that one of
Who's
these
Rain?
days. For sure.
Who is Rain?
Brain, this brother, unscripted podcast. That's what interview. That's my first interview with him.
What he say though?
He said, then where did the Amstaff come from genetically? All Amstaffs came from Kobe and two-door game bred pit bulls. So how do you make them an Amstaff?
So it's pretty much like I said, but I'm not here to argue with nobody. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think he was coming off as like a.
So, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? I said it already. So if it came from a pit bull, so where did the Amstaff come from then, man? So why when I get the DNA from my dogs from the AKC, why I say 25%, I mean 12% pit bull and 15% Amstaff? If it's the same dog, why does it say that, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I'm not here to debate nothing. I just know what I know. Right. You know what I'm saying? And if you really look at the Amstaff, it looks totally different than a pit bull. Look at the shoulders of an Amstaff. Look at the neck of an Amstaff, and look at a true American pit bull terrier. It's the proof is in the pudding, man.
And I think he said before, what did he say? He said they come from the same dog. He said that in our first interview. I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
I didn't say that they wasn't related, bro. That's not what I said.
Right.
I said it's not the same dog.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I didn't say they wasn't related. It didn't have pit bull. That's not what I said. I said they're not the same dog. That's what I said.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I think that's it for right now. You know, we're gonna have to definitely run